Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. And well, this setup is still very boring. We have a 1-2 setup, and by the looks of it, yesterday we formed yet another 1-2 setup, so this could be the 1-2 setup of that big third wave, or you cannot even call it a big third wave because it's barely anything, and the target for that third wave, which is at 88 cents, would not really put us above any significant highs, which means that even if we somehow form some kind of maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, if we do not manage to hold support when we go down into the ABC structure, and let's say if we break below support after that, this could just be the much bigger B wave of this A and then B and C. So yeah, the market is not really doing anything, which is okay because it is September and there is a meme in the community that it's something like wake me up when September ends, and this is why that is. It's because September is usually not a good month for Bitcoin or Cardano or Ethereum. So I think we're gonna go lower. I think we could get a final drop, which should look like this, or even something like what we had over here. But yeah, we should manage to stay above the support levels, and we should complete the C wave. And other than that, this is not really that interesting. I know not many people are even watching these videos. The views are down like 50%, so there's not much else you need to know. But on the daily, I want to show you something. So the last time we had a cross on the bull market support band, it took us about 78 days to get a pump after that. And if we do the exact same thing right now, 78 days after this cross over here, which happened in July, will put us at the end of September. And this goes pretty well with my other theory about Bitcoin. It's not even a theory, it's pretty much just data, but each time we dropped on the Bitcoin chart in September, it only started going up in the last week of September. Here, as you can see, in September of 2021, we went up, and then after that we hit new all-time highs. And the exact same thing happened in 2017 as well. We only started going up in the last week of September, and it's the exact same story in 2013, right here. So I think this is what Bitcoin is gonna do. It might do absolutely nothing, or maybe we could drop to the 200-day moving average right there to test it, but yeah, until we get to the last week of September, this might be boring, and hopefully we try to test that trend line on the weekly RSI, and then we can bounce after that, and that could give us new all-time highs. But yeah, I think the chart is still looking okay, but as you know, September, like I already mentioned 5 times, is not the most interesting month in crypto, and this year is pretty much the exact same as last year. Last year was also extremely boring, and October was even worse, but at least we are in the post-halving year, and in the post-halving year, we usually go up in October. So other than that, on the RSI right here on the daily, as you can see, we are still trying to break above that moving average. We have been below it for quite a long time at this point. So if we manage to break above it, that could give us a chance to hopefully break above $1.14 right here, to break above the 618 of the previous all-time high, where we got rejected many times in the past. But you should already know this because I keep saying this in every single video, but there's not much new stuff to learn here. I mean, Ethereum, as you can see on the weekly, is still getting a correction, which is normal. It's about to test that moving average on the RSI, and that could give us a pump, but I still think it could drop to at least $4,000 to complete the 4th wave, and then we could focus on the 5th wave. So this boring sideways price action should not last too long, and well, like I said, Ethereum is in a 4th wave move, and as you know, the 4th wave move down is usually the most boring one, so it makes sense for everyone to be demoralized right now. But it's probably gonna stop soon at the end of September. But before that happens, you cannot expect the price to do too much, and maybe we could get some kind of short-term bounce here, but like I mentioned, it could just turn into a much bigger ABC, so there's no point in turning bullish until Bitcoin finally manages to break above some previous highs, for example, $117,000, and then that high over there, which is the all-time high at $124,000. So we'll see what happens, and I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts, and if you want access to our daily Discord updates. Like, subscribe, and I will see you with the next one.